Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. So today it's Monday. Today's my birthday. It done creeped up on me, man. 56, y'all. 56 and running strong. I said strong, y'all, strong. Caught a cramp. Yeah. So today's my birthday. I gotta work though, man. I know. Man, you don't even take your birthday off. What am I gonna do? My wife's gotta work. I gotta work. I mean, you know what? Uh, we got uh, we got family coming over tonight. It's me and my aunt's birthday is on the 22nd. So we usually, my whole life, this is my aunt. She's really one of the only blood relatives that I have left that's older than me. Uh, she's been around my whole life. She practically raised me, uh, and she's the one where I did that work over there at her house last year. With the brush cutter and the mulcher and all that. So uh, yeah. So it's her birthday and my birthday. We're going to celebrate it tonight here at the house. My wife's going to cook a big dinner. So there ain't no sense in me sitting around today. I was, yesterday I was in the shop pretty much all day dealing with that other mower, and I just kept running into one problem after another. Something's going on with the electrical too. I don't even know, dude. So we'll get into that in a little while. But we got the skid job to do, and yeah. So there's Phil pulling up now. Yeah. So all right. So got Phil started on some bushes over at one of the other properties here in the neighborhood. Uh, Pretty much not going to be leaving the neighborhood today. I'm very frustrated with the stupid mower, and that's why I did some videos yesterday, but I spent 5 or 6 hours in the shop yesterday doing miscellaneous stuff, and man, I couldn't figure it out, man. It ain't getting no power. And then I know if I sat there and fooled with it, I'd eventually figure it out. But by the time I went to the parts, to the auto parts, and I got a new battery for the mower. It needed a battery. The battery light had been coming on, for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So, yeah, of course I come back, put it in. I changed the ignition switch out with another mower. That wasn't the problem. And then, when I took the ignition switch out of that mower and to put one from the and to put an ignition switch in from another mower, I broke the ignition switch. So now I got a mower that don't have an ignition switch, which is the surging mower. Yeah, so I mean, it just seemed like, and it's probably something stupid. I checked all the fuses, and all of them look good, but I don't know, man. I was so frustrated with that shit. I was just very upset, that I couldn't, make any headway. I put a new fuel pump on it. I put new spark plugs in it. New battery, only to not get no power now. I don't know, man. It's got to be something stupid. The dealers will know. I'm slow motion this morning for sure. I'm not really feeling it, y'all. But I got to get this job done, man. So once I get in the machine, get it moving around. I mean, I slept an hour later than normal. It's very unlike me to sleep in, if you will. I slept till 7. Usually I get up at 6. So I got Phil going over there, and then he'll come around to this address here and do his part over here. We're making decent money, man. 800 on this job. It's not that much. Plus another 80 over there where he's doing the bushes at. The bushes are, I mean, those bushes are going to be easy. So just kind of wanted to give him something to do where I don't have to monitor everything while I get everything set up over here. Because when I'm setting up a skid job and when no matter what, you know, it is, I like to kind of have a moment or two where I don't have anybody around where I can come up with a plan. I don't do as well when I got somebody that I'm paying, you know, and not nothing on them, you know. I like to be able to plan things so when they're there, I can put them in the best scenario where they don't have to work super hard and we're getting everything done that we need to get done. So, you know, but I got the machine on here and I probably won't want to load it like this again. It's a little bit too much weight on the rear of it right now. The brush cutter is on the front of the machine, and I just pull the machine up on there. And I'm in my neighborhood, so I knew that, I mean, this is how I test out stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is we'll walk down through here well, I got to unchain the machine. Then we'll walk down through here and I'll show y'all what they want to do. And it's really, we're talking about a 3-hour job at the most. I'll take the brush cutter down there with the skid, and then it'll just taking me a minute to get with it, man. I'm just not really gung-ho today, man. And some days are like that, man. You know, you can't always be wide open, even though I try to be. This is not the way that I think I should load it. I think that's too much to the rear. Not by a lot, but yeah. So we're gonna go on and get the machine off, and then I'll go get down here and I'll show y'all what the job is, what it entails, and everything. So, okay, y'all. So I'm over here, and this is so this job consists of going to get this privet out of here, whatever that takes. We may just have to cut it off. This tree branch right here, you know, well, not tree, it's the whole tree. It's pretty tall, man. I didn't, you know, I'm gonna try to, and then I'm gonna get up in here and clean all this up. Y'all see all that? So let's get a before shot right here from me standing right here at this crack right here. I mean, at this thing, bam, right? I want to get better at doing the before and after because I'm not very good at it. So I get tied up in the job. Okay, so let's start here. So this tree right here, you know, I have Phil do this when he gets here. We're going to take all the branches off, as you know, at least 10 feet, 12 feet, everything. And then up through here, we're going to cut them off. You guys should remember I did a short about 2 weeks ago where I cut the vines. You see the vines dying in that tree and dead in that tree, and everywhere I cut, you see, and that makes it, that helps a lot. So we're basically gonna, you know, Phil's gonna basically do the yard when he gets over here after he gets done with the bushes over there where he's at now. So now in here we're going to have to be super careful, and they have done what I would do if I wanted flowers and stuff. I just buy fake flowers so I don't have to worry about anything. We're gonna edge this hardcore. We're gonna weed eat all this stuff and try to get all this stuff out, man. If I hadn't sprayed it, it'd be really bad. So then we're gonna come around here to this side, and this will be later in the day. We'll let Phil get on the brush cutter, and we're gonna cut all these limbs. all the way around. We'll try to reach up and get these off the house. I don't know if we can. We'll try. We're definitely going to cut this vine right here. Look at that big old vine right there. Look at that big old vine. Wow. Yeah. Get that. Oh, big spider web. Get that. And then of course we're going to weed eat around all this stuff. We'll get all these branches right here as high as we can. Then we're going to mow all of this back here. We'll do that last, so I can take this privet tree and this other tree here, and I can put it down here and I can mulch it up with my mulcher. So of course we're going to clean all this up. That weed killer worked good. Look, it killed everything. So I'm going to blow all this stuff out. Phil's basically just going to do the yard, see, and just get a weed eater in here and just, you know, get all the dead stuff up. But the biggest thing, the main reason of the job is with this tree right here. So you got to be careful, man, because it could fall. It could. I don't know. It'd be better if I could pick it up from the bottom and go backwards and pull it back this way. If I go in there and try to grab it and it breaks, this end right here could hit the ground and then come this way and hit the house. It wouldn't be a big damage thing, but we ain't trying to hit nothing with nothing. So we're gonna get everything out of the way. All of this is gonna get cleaned up, so I want to get a good before of that. Go pick the canopy up, and you got to be sassy about how you do it. Like everything on this side, you're gonna want to cut at the base of the tree. Then everything on the other side, you're gonna want to let the machine grab it so we don't damage the fence. I'm gonna try to get this privet right here. I don't know what I'm gonna try to do first, man, but it's gonna be something. So, and to see, how do you charge just to get this tree down? Once I get that down, the brush, this thing right here, it'll get all this. See all that ugly shit right there, dude? And the vines are just taking over everywhere. And then for the most part, we can put a mower down here, one of the old mowers. So that's kind of where I'm at, man. But I don't want to do no damage to this fence. I don't want to replace near freaking ear. And look, that's going to be sketch. I might need to I'm going to go up here and get my chainsaw, because I need to cut some of this so when I grab it, I can grab it at the like this limb. I'm trying to explain to y'all the thinking here. You see how it's growing? It's damn near growing into the fence, y'all. So we don't want to rip the fence down. So probably what I'll do is I'll grab this piece, maybe cut it right here with my chainsaw. Just cut it and grab this whole piece and carry it carry it down below. And then yeah. So let's get this down first, because this would be better if I had Phil here, because he could be outside the, yeah. So Okay, y'all, so I got that down pretty easy. It did break on me, but I had a good hold on it so it wouldn't pop this way. Trying to make sure I get some decent footage here. Yeah, so now I'm just going to drag it down here to that bottom down here and leave it down there, and then when I put the brush cutter on, I'll mulch all this stuff up. Man, I'm getting limbs and stuff too that are bad, so I'll probably come in here when I get the cutter on and get all these green leaves right here and just yeah, so that's where I'm at, y'all. I'm gonna go grab my chainsaw. I gotta pee though, so yeah. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna cut one of the limbs off of that privet there and then grab it with the skid.
Okay, y'all. So y'all see, I got that privet up out of there, root ball and all. So, hey Phil, looks pretty good. Now, I know you guys. We got an old mower that I'm gonna bring in here. Once we get, we're gonna just cut a lot of this stuff off, cut everything off the fence. But y'all saw how I just pulled that privet out and didn't damage near piece of the fence. Now that might be different when we get over. What is that? Yeah, that might be different when we get in here. But there's a lot of branches to take off here. We're trying not to break the fence at all. If we can get all this off the fence without breaking anything, without hurting the fence, that'd be great. Yeah. See, in theory, you come right in here with the brush cutter and just back drag. But I want to get some of this stuff out of the way because I'm not going to try to pull that up because you got to get so close to the fence. And then we got to rake all this crap out of here and smooth the ground. The lawnmower is going to help some with that too. So. Okay, y'all, so we've about got this thing wrapped up. You can't hardly rake this. There's the damn internet or cable line in there. See that? I don't know if it's active or not. She didn't tell me about it or nothing. So, y'all remember me standing about right here when I first got here. So, yeah, looks pretty good. Not perfect, but they're not paying perfect money, man.
Okay, man. Oh, man. All right, man. We got done with that one. I don't know who's calling me now. Yeah. Hey, Hunter, man. It did take us a little longer than... well, we made 800 plus Phil did these bushes over here. So $900, about 4 hours of actual knowledge, about 5 hours. We didn't do that great. But, you know, it ain't cost me that much today either. I ain't left my neighborhood. I love that, man. And I did spend about 45 minutes with the lady across the street because she saw when I was unloading. She came out there and wanted me to give her a quote on the little area in her front yard. So today's my birthday, and I never really even think about my birthday until my wife and family, you know, mention it to me. So that's all I'm doing today, and it's 1:45. So that's two little skid jobs, you know, that I've done in the last 3 days. So see you later, buddy. Phil did great, man. That damn Phil, boy. He just don't. I mean, Phil just does a good job, man. He does. He just does a good job at everything, man. If he did, y'all know if he did a shitty job, I'd tell you. I mean, I ain't never been one to. Yeah, y'all know. But I ain't got no miraculous words of wisdom or nothing. I'm tired, dirty, hungry. Yeah, all that, man. Let me go jump in the pool. But the people that we just did the work for, they're so grateful, and you gotta like that, man. You know, it's one thing to do it for money and blah blah blah. Everybody got to make a living, but when they're really gracious and thankful and grateful and all that, that makes it 10 times better, man. It's almost if you didn't need the money, it's almost as good as the money. Almost, not quite. When you do stuff like that, now you gotta have a guy on the ground like Phil that can kind of see what's going on, and Phil's learning, and Phil's doing great, man. Like if he ever has to cut a tree again, he'll know exactly what to cut. See, and I go through that with everybody that ever comes out here when we're trimming trees and stuff like that, because, well, guys that haven't never done it, I don't know how to explain the look that I'm looking for, and you know, I need to get better at that. We're always trying to look for neat, and of course we're doing whatever the contract calls for as well. So there was an internet line there, and she didn't tell me about it, and I think it was an old line. So I told the husband when he came home, I said, she didn't tell me that there was a cable internet line or whatever right there. And I don't know why their cable line would be. That's way out of the way. It's not like it'd be easier to go across the front instead of under the driveway. I don't know. But apparently it wasn't theirs because he said he's going to go in there and check and you let me know. I'm like, okay. He came back out and he didn't say he didn't have no internet. He didn't say they did either. So I just don't feel like taking the mower over to the dealer today. By the time I get over there, it's 2 o'clock. By the time I get over there, we're going to be coming right back in the thick of it. I'll go tomorrow. I don't have a lot going on tomorrow either. Well, there's nothing on the list. So get the skid off of here and get this trailer unhooked from my truck so I can use this truck, man. They saying the other truck don't work that great. And it's too hot to be riding anywhere without AC. So, yeah. Phil did not, Phil would have worked tomorrow, but he wasn't pushing to work. He was like, you know, I'll take tomorrow too, man. Because, you know, he's in school, so he, you know, to be a pilot, you know, I mean, he's already flying, but he has a lot of studying he has to do and stuff. So he worked 2 days, and like I told you guys, if I can get that, if I can get 2 days from Phil, I'm good. 2 good, productive days. I'm tired, y'all. I'm gonna go in here and eat some eat a sandwich, get ready for some birthday cake. And hey, y'all, 56, man, is still kicking it, man. You know, and doing this kind of work. I'm not, you know, I'm not over the hill, though some days I feel like it. I definitely don't have the energy I had when I was 35, but I got a lot more brain power than I had when I was 35. I know how to get to the money without a whole lot of energy. Yeah, for real. Anyway, y'all have I hope everybody has a good evening. Appreciate you guys tuning into the channel. And hey, y'all know what it is. It's hot outside. It's Ray.